Reproduction from other parts of a plant. Plants reproduce in different ways. They not only can reproduce by seeds, but by leaves, stem and roots also. These parts of a plant are called vegetative parts, and this method of growing plants from the vegetative parts is called vegetative propagation. Let us study different plants growing from different parts. Reproduction from roots. Plants like radish, carrot, sweet potato, beetroot and dahlia grow from the roots. These roots store food and we eat them. Activity 3. To grow new plant from the roots of sweet potato. Take a sweet potato and place it in a glass filled with 3/4 of water with the help of some toothpicks. Keep this glass in an open space so that it can get fresh air and sunlight. You will notice that after a few days, new plants grow out of it. Reproduction from stem. Plants like rose, money plant and sugarcane grow from stem cuttings. If any piece of the stem from parent plant is grown, it develops into a new plant. These pieces are called stem cuttings. These stem cuttings should possess 1 or 2 buds to grow into a new plant. Reproduction from underground stem. Plants like potato, onion and ginger are underground stems which grow into new plant. Sometimes you may have noticed white outgrowths on potatoes. They are called eyes and are the buds of the plant. Any potato with an eye can grow into a new plant. Activity 4. To grow a new plant from underground stem. Take a potato which has eyes on it. Put it in a place where sunlight and air are available. In suitable conditions, each eye grows into a bud. Plant these buds in the soil. A new plant grows from the bud. Reproduction from leaves. Plants like bryophyllum and begonia give rise to new plants along the edges of their leaves. Buds are present in the notches along the leaf margins in a bryophyllum plant. When these buds mature and fall off from the parent plant, they develop into a new plant after getting favorable conditions. If such a leaf is sown in soil, it grows into a complete plant. Fact 5. Strawberry plants have long stems that run along the ground. These are called runners. New plant grows from these runners. Reproduction from spores. Many plants like ferns, fungi, mushroom and mosses do not have flowers and are known as non-flowering plants. Hence, they do not bear fruits or seeds. They grow with the help of tiny structures called the spores. A spore can produce a new plant. Crops and agriculture. There are different types of plants grown by the farmers in their fields. We get oxygen, food and other useful things from these plants. Plants of one type grown in a particular region during a particular season are known as crops. The practice of growing crops on a large scale for food and other purposes is known as agriculture. The area in which a crop is grown is called field, and the person who grows crops is called farmer. Crop production. There is a systematic way of growing crops in a field. The steps involved are given below. Plowing. The process of cultivation begins with plowing. The process of loosening and turning the soil is called plowing. It loosens and aerates the soil. So, the roots are able to penetrate deeper. Sowing of seeds. When the soil is prepared, seeds are put in furrows. This is called sowing seeds. The seed sown must be healthy and of good quality. Manuring. Farmers add manures and fertilizers to make soil rich in nutrients. Manures are made from the dung of farm animals. Fertilizers are chemical compounds made in factories. They are rich in minerals. Irrigation. The most important thing for the growth of the plants is water. The process of watering plants in field is called irrigation. Weeding. Many unwanted plants grow along with the crops. These unwanted plants are called weeds. These weeds also use water, nutrients from soil, and sunlight along with the main crops. They become an obstacle to the growth of the main crop. They must be removed. The process of removing weeds is called weeding. Weeds can be removed by hand and by using tools like trowels and harrows. Crop protection. Crop is also the food of other animals and insects. Therefore, it must be protected from them. Protection from pests. Farmers spray chemicals called pesticides and insecticides to kill pests and other insects which are harmful for crops. Protection from diseases. The seeds are soaked in fungicides and antibiotics before sowing them. Farmers spray fungicides and pesticides on the standing crops. Harvesting. When the crop becomes mature and ripe, it needs to be cut. The process of cutting mature and ripe crops is called harvesting. Storage of grains. After harvesting, the grains are dried in the sun. The dried grains are then put in gunny bags and sent to godowns, which are known as granaries and silos. Silos are dry, cool place protected from rats, birds, and harmful insects. Things to remember. Plants are very important to us. They provide food, oxygen, clothing, fiber, and many other things to us. Plants reproduce in many ways. They mainly reproduce by seeds, but they can also grow from roots, stems, leaves, spores, etc. A seed consists of seed coat, cotyledons, and embryo. A seed produces a seedling when it gets suitable conditions for its growth, that is, air, water, sunlight, and good soil. Seeds are dispersed to different places by different agents of dispersal. Wind, water, animals, and explosion are the various agents of dispersal. Different crops need different conditions for their good growth. The steps involved in crop production are plowing, sowing seed, manuring, irrigation, weeding, crop protection, harvesting, and storage of grains.